All right, how you doing? It's Mr. Pace. Oh, that's not good. Jesus, you got to be able to see my ugly mug. All right, that's good. Can't stand looking at me. Go ahead and put your beer goggles on. This is going to be a little bit of a video. All right, I want to welcome you to the Trump-style video. My name is Mr. Pace, and I'm a candidate for the board. Send the kids to bed. Send them to the mall. Send them to the movies. Do something with them, because I don't recommend that kids watch this, because this is an adult-only video. Okay? So now that I've got your attention, did I get your attention? I hope it did. Told you this is going to be a little bit of a different video. All right. Now that I got your attention, I just wanted to make sure I didn't lose it. Remember when they used to have these things in school? These are the best things in the world. And these things hurt when you used to get whipped by them. I remember the 3-footers they used to use. This one's only, I don't know, about 20 inches long. The one they used to use was 3 feet. Okay, so we're going to go old school on a video because you know what? Donald Trump did, and I'm going to do it too. This is the memorandum in changing financial condition, along with the memorandum in changing, there's 2 of them, and then we have, let me see if I got the right one, and it's 2 different items. Okay, so I'm going to try to roll through this and get this as quick as possible. Okay, Mrs. Bliss was kind enough to send this to us, and now I've heard of veiled threats of suing everybody under the sun because Mrs. Bliss cared about her community enough to make sure that that information got to me, because she knows I'll do something with it. That's right, it won't end up at the bottom of a drawer, because we don't work like that. All right, so you're going to hear me talk. You're going to hear me go a little bit New England, and you're going to hear me bring it right to you. Hello, I'm Mr. Pace, candidate for the Woodland Hills Metro District Board. First and foremost, thank you very much for allowing me to come into your home, even physically and via video, to tell you the real deal. Here's the real deal. We got financial issues in Woodland Hills, and they're not little ones. We're not talking roll into your pocket and pull out a couple of dimes and save the world. We're talking about money in the millions of dollars. And where do you think that money's going to come from? The money fairy? Huh? The Dollar Tree? Not a play on the store, okay? Well, guess what? The money fairy's not showing up. There isn't going to be pie in the sky, and things aren't going to go. It don't work like that, okay? Now, this is the document I highlighted in the previous video, all right? I'm going to go over this again. There's been comments made in that newsletter that are misleading, because they don't want you to know. The word operating and non-operating funds was in the video that Stockman and Cass mentioned during the meeting where we were at, where they were discussing, guess what? The audit. Guess who else has those audits? The State Comptroller's Office. And I am now getting copies of those from the day this place opened for business. What you do not know, okay? We have total available funds of $46,500,000. I'm going to cut a lot of the extraneous numbers down. In the end, the balance, ready, is negative, minus with a big number in front of it, $1.7 million. Why? Well, let's go over some of those things. The reserve funds for the wastewater treatment plant were $11 million. Right here. Okay, I think it was a little bit more than that, but we'll go with this for the moment, okay? Then, we had the reserve for a tank. Okay, we're going to talk about those tanks. These are their financials. That would be Woodland Hills. We'll start with 2006. Okay, we have things in here that they wanted to buy. Trucks was one of them. We're really good at buying $40,000 trucks, apparently, because we got plenty of them in here. Okay, there's 2 in here alone. That's $80,000 worth of trucks. Okay, so just so you know that it's a real hardship around here. We got some paint jobs, and then it says right here that in 2017 it's a 2.5 million gallon tank, water tank. That's in 06. That's right here. Now, if you go back, they have other things budgeted, but that's pretty much where you get that number. Let's go to 2017. These are the capital improvement budgets, by the way. This one in here has it at a $4 million tank, an increase of $1.5 million. Boom, it's like Copperfield magic. We're not in Las Vegas, kids. We're in Colorado. And now you know why expanding Woodland Hills cost you. Yeah, they didn't tell you that, did they? It's Math 101. You had several hundred customers. You need another place to put the water, because we have to have it to store for not only fire reasons, but we'll get into that later on. Wastewater treatment stuff, they got $9 million here, but we'll get over that later. Then we have another one in 2018. It's another tank. Now, I don't know if it's the same tank from here, but right now, let's just say it's $4 million for a tank, okay? Well, guess what? The tank fairy's not going to come here and put one in the ground. And the money that was earmarked in the bonds, well, you show me where they had an extra $4 million and well, I'll figure out something, okay? All right, so we'll go with that. And then we have a lift station called Lift Station 1. $1.7 million. Not the 1.4 that's in the documents for Four-Way Ranch, huh? So 1.4 minus 750, huh? Just go with the basic numbers is what? That's right, $350,000 more. And what did I say the number was 2 years ago? Oh, I know. I must be psychic, right? Because apparently those numbers don't jive with the ones I posted on my website. It's called an increase in construction costs. Oh, that's right. Can you name anybody that you're watching currently that used to be a licensed handyman, construction person, and a company owner? I don't know. And has a family history of over 100 years in the construction business? Think about it for a minute. Oh, yeah. Buh. Great. Guys have been wonderful. Keep sticking around. Gets better. Let me explain. We have 5 excellent candidates, okay? Russell Ryder, I really wish he had done something more than what he's done, but he's still a good man, very good man, okay? I'm gonna take the order out a little bit. We have someone named Nicole Vance. There is just not enough descriptive adjectives. She's a great lady. Sherry Ringen, another great lady. And then last but not least, a man that's being now maligned on social media, Officer Stinson. That's CSPD Officer Stinson. That's TROY. You shouldn't have done it, Stinson. Okay? What is wrong with you people? By the way, the lady that's on there, Andrew Lamaka, you're closing on your house in what, 2 weeks, 10 days? You're not even going to be here. Why don't you tell everybody why you're moving? Could have been those bills, huh? Yeah, but you're quick to jump down everybody's throat. All right? Way to go. By the way, next time tell the truth about how long you've been here, because you didn't get that right either. Apparently you didn't know where you were living for 4 or 5 years. Is there a reason for that? We'll get into that. That's a joke, but don't worry about it. You'll slam me on social media. Next door. Excerpt after excerpt after excerpt. Okay? Like me or not. Even people that don't like me know I bring these puppies to the picnic. These are the documents they didn't want to release. And these are damning evidence. Okay? Now you know why we're spending bank on the lawyers. If I'm right in the financials and we're spending that $200,000+ a year in legal fees, you could buy 2 Mercedes-Benz for the money we're pissing away. That's not even all. There's other things. Now I'm going to tell you what you should have known. I can cut the operating expenses without sacrificing El Dropo of water, none. I can change the operating and streamline it, and it won't sacrifice 1 second of safety for your kids. None. I can bring back truth, trust, transparency. With the Trumpers, these folks knew about all this. How come you didn't? I'll give you a second to think about that. If I could get all these documents and give them to you right now, how come you don't have them? Because if I know that you're this intelligent, that you could sign a contract and read a piece of paper, or read the news, or even read social media, none of these documents are written in lawyer gibberish. None of them. And every one of them is just worse, one right after the other. And I'm not even done putting them in chronological order yet. People want to placate me. Good luck with that. I'm not going to make everybody happy. Mathematical improbability. I can't do it. All I want you to do is think about this. If I'm fighting this hard to get that vote, what do you think I'm going to do with it when I get on the board? Right? What do you think I'm going to do with it? No, really. Sorry, I just want to make sure you're still paying attention. All right. You have to pay attention. I'm smiling because win or lose tomorrow, you've already won, because they can't hide anymore. They can't do what they've been trying to do for years. Mr. Bendelow should be fired. Kirkbride, fired. The staff, we need to do a realignment of operations to go back to what we were doing years ago. If there's a really good reason why they didn't pay off this debt, someone's going to have to explain that to me and spoon feed me the information so I can digest it. Because you shouldn't be paying $55 a month for a rec center that was supposed to be paid off partially 14 years after the debt was incurred in 1997. I have that document. That's not all. Okay? If you take the amount of money they've collected with that park and rec fee, we could have paid the bond off 2 times over. Twice. That's how much they've collected. Explain to me how it's not near zero. I don't know. I can't get into the books. Mr. Pace, you're brash, you're sarcastic, you're mouthy, you're this, you're that. Yeah, but I'm your best friend. I'm that guy that's going to go in there and start digging. I'll bring a pickaxe, a shovel, I'm even going to bring in a rock hammer, and then I'm going to bring in a sledge. And we're going to get in there, and we're going to bust this stuff up, and we're going to find it. Because somewhere along the line, there's money hemorrhaging out of this district. And that's what's keeping those bills high. And I don't think that's right. I don't think it's fair. I also think it's unethical. Don't you deserve to be told the truth? And don't you deserve to have an open and transparent government, at least locally? I think you should. Do you think you shouldn't have to sign away your children's rights to use a building, even if it's their fault? No, Governmental Immunities Act covers that. I think I went over that in an earlier video. All of the things I want to do benefit you. And they benefit me a little bit. Obviously, I wouldn't be in it for that. I'm not going to get scratch out of this. Scratch is money. Nobody's compensating me on the other side. I don't want their money. I certainly didn't do it. I didn't take on this task to take hints and tips from other people. I spent my own money. So now let me give you the totals as of today. Without the fines, I'm going to pay for that sign. Oh, actually, I can include the fines. $1,900. 1900.00. That's what I'm going to spend. And that's not including the fight I'm going to have with Filing 11 upcoming and notwithstanding. I got jokes. I got a great sense of humor. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I got issues. Everybody does. But those people that chose to allow me to put their names on those signs are excellent people. So even if you don't like me and you say, I just can't get over this hump Mr. Pace has just created, I want you to think about this. Without the restraining orders brought by Woodman Hills, where would we be now? If they had never attacked me 8 years ago to keep those seats and to keep all of this away from you, where would we be right now? I can't fix it if you don't let me. And I can fix it. You have Stinson, Vance, Ringen, Ryder, Pace. Any 5 of us can do the job. What you got going on over there isn't going to work for anybody. No offense to one of the people that are running, but he's only doing it because someone asked him to do it so they could keep their job. And that's a shame. So if the only video you watch is this one, I am telling you, one chance. I can show you how to fix it. If I can't, you call me out on the spot, okay? And then we'll take it from there. I just need a few months to get in there and look at what we got and resolve the matter without getting upset, without throwing fits, without fighting, and making sure that you have all this information that you should have had years ago. I'm Mr. Pace. Tomorrow's a big day. Let's close it up with a bang. I would love to see 100 cars rolling down that street, casting votes for anybody. Why'd I say anybody? Because I'm still a soldier, and so are some of the other people running, and I don't want you to spit in the face of a veteran and dishonor them by not voting. Just take that time to do it. Drop your ballot off here, even if it's not for me. Just show me that you care enough to get involved enough to say, you know what, this time, I believe this guy. And let's see what happens. Because they're not willing to do it. And that's what fear looks like. And it's not good for anybody. Thanks for stopping by. Now, go out and have an ice cream cone with your kids. Take them shopping and do something fun with them. I'm Mr. Pace. Have a great evening.